Well, this is why it's important, because one of the things that we need to understand about children transitioning from one gender to another is understanding that, number one, we're dealing with children. These are kids. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Superman, then I wanted to be a giraffe, then I wanted to be something else. A child does not have the mental capacity to understand the ramifications of transitioning from one sex or gender to another. And I think it's asinine that we as adults would sit here and give a child the freedom and ability to make this life-altering decision. And I just noticed that in Maryland, they passed a new rule that states that if they can go to a psychologist or psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist can state that this child is mentally mature enough and capable of making a decision to transition, then the child at 12 years old does not even need to consent to it. To me, I'm like, really, people? These are kids. I mean, if you're trans, I forgot your name. I think it's Miss Neverending Nina. When you was a child, be honest with everybody. Were you sure beyond a shadow of a doubt of who you were and what you wanted to be when you grew up? Yes or no?
Well, doctor, you might be asking the wrong one, because definitely I wasn't sure. I knew that from the very...
Tell me the truth.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. At the very age when I was a young person or a child, I knew and recognized all of my surroundings. And so, once again, you can state that from your place of view because you are not a trans person. And so, once again, if you knew that you did not identify in the body in which you were born into, you knew to say, oh, well, let me start analyzing around. Let me start looking for information. Let me get to understanding what this thing is about me that makes me different. And so that's the difference in the space of where you can say that for a little child. When children know at a certain age that they say they might not go into the medical process. I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
Go ahead talk.
So, in that space, it's not necessarily saying that they go through the medical process. That's far down the line. But what they also are saying is that give that child their own autonomy of their body to actually go through that process with their parents and their guardians. It's not saying, oh, I'm at 5 and I recognize that I'm trans. Get me on the table. No. We're not saying that at all. It's just saying allow that child and that family to have those decisions and make those things for that child and that family, not you, Doc.